Hey everybody, welcome back to Spiritual Journey with Donna. All right, now today we're finally going to talk about chakras. I'll say it to people and they're not sure what that actually means on the chakras. But I'm going to show you this picture because this is probably the best picture I have of it that I want you to see. The crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root chakras. If you'll notice, they all have colors there. Those colors represent the chakras now of the crystals. And they could in candle colors or any type thing. Again, you were going back to colors where the vibration is. There are other colors, though, that can be substituted also. Now, what I'm going to do is lay out some crystals this way for you and explain each one and how you would do it. Okay, so first we have the crown. And I'm going to try not to I can't even talk, to confuse you on this, but I do want to show you that other things can be used as well. So the crown generally, is purple. That's the color of the rainbow as it goes down. So we got the purple, but you can also use a quartz. To me, the quartz is a master crystal. It controls the whole rest of it, where you could put the amethyst for the third eye. So, but we're going to do this. I'm just going to put both of these together. You can do either or. Okay, your third eye. And some people are like, what? Now, here's your crown. That's your crown. It's the top of your head. It's like the rainbow body, the spirit, your energies go up through the crown. Okay, your third eye is right here. And what your third eye is not an eyeball. It's the pineal gland. It's the area where the pineal gland is in your brain. Basically, it's shaped like a little teeny pine cone. In fact, an interesting fact is the Pope has the top of his staff has a pine cone shape on it, and some believe that when you see the pine cones at the Vatican and on his staff, that represents the pineal gland. Now, whether it does or doesn't, I am not sure, but it sounds good to me. Okay, so the third eye, the third eye when open, and back in ancient times, this third eye was open on most people. It's an intuition. You know how like birds build their nests and know how to do it just right off the bat. These things were built into us too on things that we need to know. Now, most of the time, everything is just pushed it back, to where we don't have to rely on that anymore, so we don't as much. It can also bring about your psychic abilities in seeing things before they happen. So intuition and psychic abilities, all controlled by the third eye. It's a very important little piece in your brain there. But that's represented by indigo. So you could do lapis lazuli, or I've got indigo gabbro, which is really, it's a pretty stone too. And it's also called mystic merlinite. So it's one that's very good for that area too. Then we go to your throat. Now, your throat is all about your throat chakra, all about communication, sickness in the throat. Like if you have a thyroid problem, or if you have a sore throat, different things like that also connect with it. So, if your throat chakra is open, then you're less apt to have those problems. Same with any of this type of stuff. Excuse me. This is the heart chakra. Oh, the blue was for your throat chakra. Your heart chakra color is green, but of course you can use rose quartz because that is of love. So rose quartz or a pink crystal or any green crystal goes with the heart chakra. So this is like opening your heart to love. If you have heart problems that you feel like that heart chakra is closed and will help your heart troubles, you focus on that. And I'll show you how to do that after we get all these lined up. Now, this one is the solar plexus, and that is a yellow. So I've got yellow topaz, golden healer, or this is the natural citrine that I used. So any of that. The solar plexus is 2 inches above the belly button. So that takes care of any of those issues that you might have in that stomach area there. And then the sacral is orange. And I've got a carnelian here. I've got the orange calcite. That is 2 inches below the belly button. And that will take care of any issues you might have there, digestive problems, things like that. Okay, now we are at the root. This is your pelvic area. And where you can use red is the color of it. So I got a garnet or a red jasper. You can also use black because black is a balancing, grounding type crystal. So you could use hematite, lava, or black obsidian, or any black crystal, any red crystal. Now, how to do this and how to open these areas. Now, I want to tell you something about the root. This is mostly for like problems, female issues, or any type of bladder problems or fertility problems. You can use that to help open up that chakra. Now, the best way to do it that I have found, because I am more of a solitary type person, I just, I choose to do things myself, not depend on somebody else to do them. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's probably not. But what you can do is you can take each crystal, lay down on your bed, take each crystal and put it on that point and just concentrate. You can do it all at once, or you can do it one by one by one by one until you get to that area. But focus where that crystal is, focus on that point, and you'll to open it. Now, it's probably best to start from the root to the crown because your energies are going on up if you are doing it that way, because you want to have it bit by bit going up. Now, one thing and I just saw that I don't have a crystal here, and I don't know what happened to that crystal that I wanted to show you for balancing it. Can we cut for just a second? I don't know what happened to that crystal. And I'm sorry, I just freaked out there because I could not find this crystal, and I still don't know what happened to it, so I got another one. I don't know, I think it just didn't want to be on TV or something, apparently. But yes, what I was saying, you can do this bit by bit, one by one. If you have a problem with a certain area, and you feel like most of your chakras are in balance, then just focus on that certain area. Say, digestive problems, which I have a lot of people that come in like that. Just put a carnelian, just lay a carnelian there, focus, focus, focus on that spot while you're laying there, just in thought. Just focus on that point. I also have customers that have taped a red jasper to their belly button, because a red jasper can handle the solar plexus, sacral, and root chakras, so it's good for that whole entire area. Now, the crystal that disappeared on me before is the flame stone. The flame stone is one that you can use to balance all of your chakras. You know, so say everything seems to be fine, you just want to stay in balance, this you can just hold on to. Now, a lot of people with jewelry, they like to wear this. This is only if your chakras are in balance. If it's not, you're going to feel a little dizzy because your chakras are not in balance. So if you wear something, you know, like a chakra bracelet, it's just going to make you feel a little dizzy. So you'll know that you need to get everything aligned. These are not going to align them. What does align your chakras and opens them is placing them on the spots themselves, meditating with it, focusing on each point. I have a lot of people that's concentrating and focusing on opening their third eye for their psychic abilities. Just place that on your head while you're laying down, and you know, focus, focus, focus. Now, and one thing too, when your third eye does start opening, you're going to get a little headache feeling, because that's it opening up. So, you know, don't be alarmed. That's just stuff that happens. But you also got to figure how far and how much you want that open, because, you know, do you want to constantly have the burden of knowing what's going to happen before it happens, you know? Or do you want to, and then have to try to tell somebody? Those are the hardest things. So you got to make sure that's actually what you want. But a little bit of it's always fine. You know, you'll have that intuition, and you'll know, and you can read people. You just, you know, might not be able to say, oh, you're going to go outside and stumble over this little log that just happens to be laying in the yard. You know, that type of thing. You won't be able to do that, but you can read them. You can tell their soul, basically. You're reading their soul, I should say, because you kind of are on a one-to-one basis with that part, with those vibes that they're putting out like that. So, you know, you might not want to go any further than that. That would be good. But these can help get you all back on the right track, and that is what chakras are all about. Thanks so much for watching my channel, Spiritual Journey with Donna. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learned something, gotten something from it. And make sure that you like, subscribe, and that way it keeps us knowing that we're doing something right for you. Thanks so much.